Hello, everyone. This is the leadership structure for my high school, Andover Central High. It all starts with the school board, but every decision is focused on the bottom levels of the management structure, which I'll kind of go through here. So, starting with the school board, those are elected officials, and they kind of make make the big decisions that then work down to our superintendent. Not on this list is the assistant superintendents. They don't quite have the same they kind of are delegated out responsibilities from our superintendent. And then from there, we go down to our principal, our in-house principal. Um, our principal does a lot to relay back up to the superintendent and also to the school board for us. So even though the structure looks like it's going down, a lot of things also move back up it as well. We have two assistant principals that are next in line when it comes to our leadership structure. Now, our assistant principals also serve in two different capacities. One assistant principal, he's also our athletic director. So a lot of that, he will deal with student issues, teacher, and he's also in charge of teacher, taking care of some teachers. He has a set group of teachers he's in charge of, and then he's also in charge of all the coaches and all of the sports within the school. Our other assistant principal, he is in charge of it's a separate group of teachers, and then in charge of the activities. And when I mention activities, it's more of the arts. You have your theater, your music. I'm a journalism teacher, so actually all of our journalism, yearbook, newspaper, all that falls underneath his realm as assistant principal. So the principal is in charge within the school and then delegated powers out to the assistant principal. All three of them also deal with the discipline problems. Now, underneath the assistant principals, I have in there department heads, our counselors, and SRO. The reason why I kind of separated out the SRO and the counselors from our other classified staff and teachers is we do report to them on a lot of things. Our SRO is in charge of all the safety within the school, and so they can delegate down to the teachers and the staff. Our counselors are not only in charge of keeping our kids mentally healthy and looking out for them, but they're also in charge of all of our scheduling, and so they delegate a lot of when and where teachers are going to be and what kids are going to be in their class. And then our department heads, this is just kind of a point of leadership for each pod of teachers, as you will. I'm a journalism teacher, so I'm actually under CTE. My department head is our head business teacher, but I'm in there with like Woods and culinary, so it's not like the English department and we have all the English teachers together. CTE is all the career technical educational classes. We're all underneath one realm, and then our principals or assistant principals can relay information to our department head that then relays it to us. So next up is our teachers and our other classified staff. We're all kind of on the same realm. We all take kind of the direction from the upper echelon there, the assistant principals, department heads, counselors. We're all taking direction from them, but also giving feedback up the ladder as well. And the very bottom, it looks like it's the bottom, but it's actually kind of the most important part of this structure is our students and our parent groups. All the decisions based within the school is the betterment of our students. How are we best serving them? So even though it looks like working down a list, it's more like a cycle. The school board looks at decisions based on students' interaction, our student successes, students where they're struggling, and then also parent feedback and parent groups. We have a lot of different parent groups in Andover Public Schools that are really involved with our what we call our PTA, and they give a lot of feedback to our school board, every level of leadership they kind of hit and get back to. So this is this is our leadership structure, with the school board working down to the superintendent, then the principal, assistant principal, and then our department head counselors, SRO. Then those bottom two levels, which are those ground floor, what is the meat and potatoes of our school system, which is the teachers, classified staff, students, and parent groups. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback. I know we're all kind of in similar situations, especially as high school teachers with the same structure, but I'd love to see how everybody else's functions as well.